Hi, fifth graders. Happy e-learning day. I'm going to go ahead and read this article for you and read the questions so that everybody has the same chance at understanding it, because some of these stories are very long. So if you want to watch it, great. If you don't want to watch it, turn it off and you can read it by yourself. It's called An Unlikely Parasite, the mistletoe. We've all heard of mistletoe at Christmas time, so let's read about it and find out what it says. During the holidays, many people hang mistletoes over doorways. People share kisses under this evergreen plant. It is a popular Christmas tradition, but don't let the image of a romantic plant used during the happy times of the holiday fool you. In the forest, where they're from, mistletoes can do some real damage. Let's take a look at how and why. The mistletoe plant is an evergreen. I think of like a Christmas tree. That's an evergreen. This means it has leaves that remain green throughout the year. It is also poisonous and has white berries and small yellow flowers. The mistletoe lives on other plants, taking water and nutrients from these other plants. For this reason, mistletoes are considered parasites. The white berries of the mistletoes contain seeds. Some birds and mammals like to feed on these berries. When they do, the seeds may attach to the animals eating the berries. The animals may carry the seeds to another part of the tree or shrub. They may also carry the seeds to another plant altogether. The seeds start to grow roots that dig through the bark of the tree or the shrub. The root grows into the tissue of the plants that they've taken over. That's how mistletoe takes nutrients and waters away from the host plants. Mistletoe can be hard to remove once it infects a plant. The best way to fight off a mistletoe infestation is to cut off the infected branch completely. If the mistletoe takes over more parts of the plant, it can start to weaken the plant and make it harder for it to grow. As mistletoes grow in the trees, they become a thick mix of branches and stems. This big mass is sometimes called a witch's broom. Some house wrens and most Cooper's hawk. Okay, there's our story. So, number one, the mistletoe plant is evergreen. What does this mean? It has leaves that remain red throughout the year. It has leaves that fall off throughout the year. It has leaves that remain green throughout the year, or it takes water and nutrients away from other plants. That was up in the beginning of the story, so if you need to, go back. Mistletoes live on other plants. The text describes the effect of mistletoes on these plants. What is one of these effects? They cause the plants to go stronger. They cause the plants to grow weaker. They cause the plants to take in more water and nutrients, or they cause the plants to turn white. Number three, read the following sentences that were from the text. The white berries of the mistletoes contain seeds. Some birds and mammals like to feed on these berries. When they do, the seeds may attach to the animals eating the berries. The animals may then carry the seed to another part of the tree or to another part of a tree or a shrub. They may also carry the seeds to another new plant altogether. The seeds start to grow roots that dig into the bark of the tree or shrub. The roots grow into the tissue of the plant that they're taken over. That's how mistletoes take nutrients and water away from the host plant. A host plant is where those seeds come into and then they start growing from that. So another way that I think of host, if you think about fleas and a dog, the fleas are the parasite, the dog is the host. Okay, so now it says, what conclusion about some animals does this information best support? Some animals can turn into parasites that infect plants. Some animals can cause other animal species to die off. Some animals grow weaker when they eat mistletoe berries, or some animals help mistletoes infect other plants. this up there. What is one positive effect that mistletoes have on the ecosystem where they grow? They take water and nutrients away from plants? That doesn't seem positive. They have leaves that remain green throughout the year. They provide food to some animals, or they have seeds which can grow roots into the barks of trees and shrubs. Ooh, I see a lot of true statements there, but which one is a positive effect on the ecosystem? Number 5, what is the main idea of this text? What's it all about? So the topic is mistletoe. But what's the whole main idea? Is it that mistletoes have leaves and they stay green throughout the year, white berries and small yellow flowers? Well, that's true, but I don't think that's what the whole article is about. B, mistletoes become a thick mix of branches and stems as they grow on other plants. C, during the holidays, many people hang mistletoes over doorway and kiss under these evergreen plants as a popular Christmas tradition. Well, that's true, but that's not what the whole story is about. D, mistletoes are evergreen plants that can cause other plants they live on to become weak by taking nutrients and water from them. Number 6, read the following sentences from the text. As mistletoes grow in the trees, they become a thick mix of branches and stems. This big mass is sometimes called a witch's broom. Based on the text, why might this mass of branches and stems be called a witch's broom? Because it looks like a witch's broom? Because it can help people fly like a witch's broom? Because it can be used to clean floors like a witch's broom? Or because it's popular during Halloween like a witch's broom? Oh boy, I hope nobody misses that one. Number 7, choose the answer that best completes this sentence. The mistletoe lives on other plants, taking water and nutrients from these plants. Blank mistletoes are considered parasites. Would it be therefore mistletoes are considered parasites? In addition, mistletoes are considered parasites. However, mistletoes are considered parasites, or meanwhile, mistletoes are considered parasites. Now we have a couple short answers. I want to remind you they have to be in a full sentence. You have 3 lines. I expect you to make a decent sentence and a decent exclamation of why you think what you think. Number 8, as mistletoe grows in trees, they become a thick mix of branch and stems. What nests in this big mass? And it told us back in the story something that gets in that, and I think it gave us 3 things. So remember how I talked about I want you to restate the question. So it says, what nests in the big mass? What I would really like for you to start with is animals that nest in the big mass called a witch's broom are, and then you would write the animals. See, that's how we turned it around, and we're making a nice sentence, and then don't forget your period. Number 9, how can parasites best be defined? Use information from the text to support your answer. So you're going to want to go all the way back to the text. You're going to find where that word parasite is and where it talks about what a parasite is, and maybe tell me in paragraph 1 or in paragraph 2. And this is the last one. Explain how mistletoes can both hurt and help. So this one's going to have 2 parts. How can it help and how can it hurt? So this one's going to be a little bit longer than the others. I hope you have a good day. Get this work done and rest tomorrow. See you on Monday.